The year is 1863, Monday, July 13th to be exact. Congress has just passed a bill stating that working class men must be drafted to fight for the American Civil War. During this time and place, the working class was mostly people of Irish descent, and it was these people who were rioting the streets of Lower Manhattan. Culver Vaux is an architect who is finishing the Central Park project in Upper Manhattan, losing much of his workforce due to these riots. We will now shift our attention to the Vaux family on the following day.
Good morning, Father. Father? Father?
Billy, please, I'm thinking.
What's wrong? Are you okay?
Since the riots broke out yesterday, I'm not too sure if I should go to work today.
Why wouldn't you go to work? How did the riots affect you yesterday?
Those damn Irish have no decency. Half my workforce was in the bloody streets last night.
What do you mean in the streets?
Well, since Congress passed this bill, to say it in nice terms, the working class...
Working class? But just now you said the Irish.
That's exactly right, Billy. They work for me, and I pay them well. Those ungrateful bastards. Edwin, you're going with me today.
Why, Father? You know nobody is going to show up to work, and you know that working is not my thing.
When can I come help you, Father? You always bring Edwin.
Yeah, Father, just take Billy instead. He will actually enjoy doing that kind of work.
I wish I could, son. But you need to focus on your education, so you can be smarter than Edwin.
Yeah, Billy, you're going to need all the education you can get to catch up to me.
Don't kid yourself, Edwin. Let's go.
Why are we here, Father?
We're not gonna stop working because my workforce isn't here. Anyways, Edwin, pass me those plans.
I would like to, Father, but I'm a puppet.
Damn it, son. Just do as you're told.
I still don't understand why these people are protesting.
Hey, did you hear about what happened last night? They burned down the colored orphan asylum on 43rd Street and Bull's Head Hotel.
Yeah, and they even started killing the black folks. By the sound of it, over 100 people got killed.
Gee, Father, are they gonna make their way all the way up to our part of town?
No, you imbecile. We don't live in that area among these savages. You're much too far to get into these parts of town. Let me take a look at the paper and see what's going on here. Apparently, the firefighters were sympathetic to the protesters because they had also been drafted. But later, the crowd attacked the armory on 2nd and 21st Street. And then they went on to beat and torture black people. They even set a few on fire.
That sounds horrible.
What's more horrible is the amount of money we're going to be losing with this project coming to a standstill. Anyways, let's go home to Mother. She'll be waiting for us.
Children, can you please come in the family room? I'd like to have a conversation with you.
What do you want to talk about?
Yes, Mother? I'm sure you heard about the riots. Do you understand what's going on?
Isn't it because Congress passed a law making the working class serve in the military?
What's a riot?
Riots are for the ill-mannered. You children should never be a part of something like this. It's when people get upset and start destroying things that aren't theirs. I don't understand how the Irish can act this way. Have they no shame?
Why are they upset about that? Isn't it an honor to serve our country?
They don't see the United States as their country. They're immigrants here.
But they live here, don't they?
They are people who moved here. They may be physically here, but they're loyal to their country still.
Billy, it is like us going to the South and fighting for them. Why would we want to do that?
Exactly. The moral of the story is that we do not want you to act like animals. When you are upset with something, you do not set things on fire. You do not destroy others' property. And most importantly, do not kill people. We are more refined than that. We act with class.
How do you know the buildings weren't burnt down and that people were killed?
You know, Mr. Jenkins likes to stick his nose in people's businesses.
Everybody beware, father is not happy.
Hi, Father.
It's so hot in here. Why are the bloody windows closed?
It's because Mother is scared of the riots.
What do you know about the riots?
It's just something we've never seen before. How do we know that we're safe?
For crying out loud, I don't work my behind off all day for you to think we live along those primates.
Father, how was your day? Did the workers show today?
Do you have any more news about the riots today? Did they get any better?
Have you not heard?
Mother won't let us go outside.
She just spoke about manners and blah, 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 blah.
Sounds better than my day. I could even pick up Dad's plans. Plus, the workers didn't show up again, and now it's turning into a racial riot.
Shut up, Edwin. You're not telling the story right. Well, anyways, the workers didn't show up again, and now it's turning into a racial riot.
Wait, it was first about the working class not wanting to serve our country, but now it's something totally different?
Not really. It's more about the working class blaming the Negroes about not having equal opportunity of work.
They ended up burning a couple buildings last night.
What buildings, Father?
First of all, the police tried to control the crowd, but the crowd was much too large for them to handle. Afterwards, they lit up the Bullheads Hotel, all because they were denied whiskey. Then they made their way to the Colored Orphan Asylum, where men, women, and children charged with bricks, bats, and other weapons to loot their bedding, clothing, food, and other articles, before setting fire to the building, burning it down to the ground. They also went on to attack every Negro that crossed their path. The only reason they stopped rioting was because it started raining, but that didn't stop them from rioting today too.
Good gracious. Are the children safe?
They made it out safe.
I overheard that the mayor's residence on 5th Avenue, the 8th and 5th District police stations, and other buildings were attacked and set on fire. And today, I heard they brought over 800 soldiers and Marines to restore order.
The governor even arrived and spoke at City Hall, and even attempted to calm the crowd down by agreeing that the Conscription Act was unconstitutional.
How is it unconstitutional? If they do not want to fight for our country, they should not be here.
Eleanor, please send the children to bed. It's late now.
I don't want to go to bed.
Come on, children. Off to bed you go. And don't forget about your bedtime prayers.
Good night, Mother. Good night, Father.
Good night, everyone. See you in the morning. Hopefully I don't have to work again tomorrow. Fortunately, order was restored. The situation improved on Wednesday when the draft was postponed. The New York draft riots was a 3-day orgy of violence that even today holds the record of being the worst, the bloodiest, and most destructive and brutal riot in New York history. Estimates of the number of people killed in the 4 days of rioting range from 74 to 1,200. Even black men were lynched. Property valued at $5 million was destroyed, and it was estimated that 3,000 black residents out of a black population of 1,200 were made homeless.